kind of had the opposite of experience, but it was nice to have that support system around, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, very cool. I love that. And again, congratulations to them. Quick look outside. A little cloudy start to our Labor Day, but that's going to be moving on out. I got your first alert weather forecast for your holiday coming right up.
Plus, body cam video shows what a law officer faced while trying to get through flames of an Eastern Washington wildfire. And as many pools are closing down for the season, we're checking in on efforts to bring a new community pool to East Yakima. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
I'm Jason Valentine. We're almost to 6 a.m. on this lovely Labor Day. First,
bright and early.
Yeah, it is bright and early. First Monday of September. We had football. Your Cougs got a big win over the weekend.
And your Huskies.
And my Huskies. So, my goodness, everybody won. Oregon State won. Oregon won. So everybody is pretty happy, I think, on this Monday.
I would say so.
And folks, we are looking at a pretty nice day after we get rid of these clouds. Let's take a look outside. Again, folks, a little bit of cloud coverage. As Riley said just earlier, some threatening looking clouds, but no, we should be staying dry. Just looking at a very nice day ahead. And again, more sunshine as the day goes on. A little less cloud coverage right now for the Yakima Valley, but highs, we're going to be around 5 to 10 degrees below our average. So we're going to be right in those mid 70s as our uncharacteristically cool September continues. We did see some shower activity in our areas yesterday, but not really a factor today, and really not a factor for the week ahead as we're looking to be staying dry. So very nice conditions throughout. And again, folks, if you have the day off, hope you can get outside and enjoy. And if not, hope you can get outside at some point. So as we move along in our week, we have a mild and sunny day today, breezy at times today as well, but a nice and dry week ahead. I'll break it all down for you, get you ready for hopefully a truncated work week coming up in my forecast. But for right now, we're going to send it back to Riley.
Thank you, Jason. Level 3 evacuation orders are in place for those near the Bensel fire in Umatilla County near Hermiston. Anyone north of Bensel and Progress Road up to the river, along with residents east of Bud Draper Road up to and including Salmon Point, are encouraged to leave immediately. A shelter has been opened at 1705 East Hermiston Road, or East Airport Road in Hermiston. The fire broke out Sunday afternoon and additional resources were called after the fire began jumping roads. It is currently threatening power lines, but no word on what caused the fire. We'll continue to bring you updates here and on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Fire crews are still at the scene of a wildfire that broke out Friday near Findlay. The Yellow Pit fire has now burned 1,500 acres as of early Sunday morning. At last check, the scene was 51% contained. State fire assistance is being provided to help local firefighters. At this time, there are no evacuation orders in place, but the wildfire is proving to be a threat to area crops, power poles, and the BNSF railway in the area. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. However, officials with the Benton County Fire District 1 say it may have been started by a vehicle in the area. New body camera video shows what one law officer experienced during the Oregon fire near the community of Elk. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says Deputy Britton Morgan forgot he had the body camera running amid the chaos of the heavy smoke and fire. He had been notifying people in the area to evacuate and then had to drive through the flames. The video shows his harrowing experience with heavy smoke and flames on both sides of the road, severely limiting visibility. According to the Sheriff's Office, the deputy kept in contact with another deputy who also helped people evacuate from the fire. We have the entire body camera video on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Firefighters working on the Oregon fire have been patrolling the perimeter of the blaze with an infrared camera that will allow them to see any hidden hotspots, which might remain despite lower temperatures and recent rain. Containment has improved to about 88%. No word on what sparked this fire. Meanwhile, firefighters continued mop-up efforts over the weekend on the Gray Fire near Medical Lake. Despite rain and cooler temperatures, firefighters still keep finding pockets of heat and smoldering debris, but fire crews have made significant progress. That fire is now 97% contained. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. Fire crews from the Kennewick Fire Department were dispatched to a reported couch on fire Sunday afternoon. Callers reported the fire appeared to be spreading to a commercial building at 3606 West Clearwater. KFD arrived and quickly extinguished the fire. Officers from the Kennewick Police Department were called due to the suspicious nature of the fire. There were no witnesses available and the exact cause of the fire is unknown. There were no injuries to any firefighters or civilians, and owners of the building were contacted about the fire. A semi-truck crashed near the Kennewick side of the Blue Bridge Saturday. At this time, it's unknown what caused the crash. The semi-trailer was tipped over on the shoulder of 395 just before the Blue Bridge. It has been since cleared. It's unknown if there are any injuries. The city of Yakima is pushing forward with a plan to build an aquatic center at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us they're halfway through with the design, which includes something for everyone.
After years without easy access to a pool, East Yakima kids are getting closer to having an aquatic center at Martin Luther King Jr. Park, something the city says is about more than just improving their quality of life.
Every year or so, we have a drowning in our community, which is unacceptable. And having an area for us to continue to do swim lessons like we do at Franklin Pool and like we do at Lions Pool is critical for this facility.
One that puts a focus on the community.
And one other thing that was critical to the ad hoc group was a restroom for the park users, not just for those that utilize the pool.
More than just a pool with space for lap swimming and water walking, the aquatic center will have giant slides, spray features, and zero depth entry.
We have a ninja cross, which is kind of climbing across water. There's some volleyball area, a basketball area as well, and just lots of fun things for a lot of people to do.
Including outside the pool with grassy areas, shade, space for food trucks and vending machines, and a community room.
For the community to use for parties or meetings or even for trainings for our lifeguards.
The budget for the project, $1 million for design, paid for by a state legislative grant. The cost for construction estimated at $10 million, with $3 million coming from the city, $3 million from the county, a little over $1 million from the state, and the rest paid for by donations and grants.
We're working on a brochure, a flyer that we'll be able to give to people. This is in draft form, but we're hoping to have that here in another couple weeks that can go out for that capital campaign.
To get the additional funding needed to give East Yakima kids a place to play, grow, and learn how to keep themselves safe. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
The goal is to have the design finalized by the end of 2023, begin construction in 2024, and hopefully have the aquatic center open by 2025. A hearing initially planned for Friday for the suspect in the murders of 4 University of Idaho students has been pushed back. Attorneys for Bryan Kohberger want to eliminate cameras from his court hearings. A coalition of media companies, which includes our sister station in Spokane, have challenged the motion. The judge has allowed attorneys for the media group more time to prepare arguments. The coalition has asked for at least a 1 week delay for that purpose. Bryan Kohberger stands charged with the murders of Madison Mogen, Kaylee Gonzalez, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin in off-campus housing last November. Local hunters can earn a chance to win a free multi-season deer tag. The Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife and the Washington chapter of Backcountry Hunters and Anglers have teamed up to encourage hunters to have kills tested for chronic wasting disease. Deer, elk, and moose can contract and pass the illness through contaminated substances in soil. CWD has not been detected yet in Washington, but it has been located in Idaho, along with several other states and Canadian provinces. A drawing for these specific tags takes place in April, with winners notified by mail. The CWD multi-season deer tags remain separate from and will not impact the odds of receiving general multi-season deer tags. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, we're getting some illumination for your Labor Day Monday. Folks, all of your first alert weather forecast will get you ready for your holiday and the work week ahead. My first alert, I already said it, the weather forecast, that's coming up.
Plus, a warning for those thinking of hitting a popular swim spot this Labor Day. That's coming up.
And now, an announcement from America's #1 most watched morning show.
We've got a million good reasons for you to watch GMA this September.
Someone somewhere in America is about to get $1 million live on GMA.
Ah, you see how I did that? A million good reasons?
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's pizza party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
It's not every day that you can experience award-winning limited production wines selected by industry notables, plus receive advanced news regarding upcoming releases and events. Delight in the convenience of having wines delivered to your door as a member of the Coyote Canyon Wine Club.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Hi, Jason Valentine for the Apple Valley News Now Great American Flag Swap. Bring your old tattered American flag to All City Transmission this Friday, and in exchange we'll give you a brand new flag as we celebrate America together.
At All City Transmission, we stand as proud Americans, cherishing our nation's symbol of unity, the Great American Flag.
Honest work, quality price, All City Transmission.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade, it's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy, it's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Next extra, Bradley Cooper conducts a masterpiece. Megan Fox mixes it up with Statham and Stallone.
You're welcome.
And creepy Kim Kardashian channels Spider-Woman, fall's hottest movies and TV shows. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
Welcome back on this Monday morning. Well, the opioid overdose reversal medication Narcan will be available without a prescription nationwide this month, and that means it will be legal to stock in vending machines. In Oregon, there are already vending machines installed in the lobby of the Clackamas County Jail and County Transitional Center and at the Oregon City Parole and Probation Office. Officials say they're doing everything they can to make it easy for people to get their hands on the potentially life-saving medication.
We wanted a way to bring very low barrier access to Narcan to the community, but not just for individuals suffering with substance use disorder, also their family members or the people they interact with the most, right?
Advocates are hoping the machines will encourage more people to carry Narcan because they're free and users don't have to give any identifying information or talk to anyone in person in order to get it. And the opioid epidemic is just one of the many things contributing to an increased workload for healthcare professionals, and that means long waits in the ER. A hospital in Springfield, Oregon is now offering a reservation system for the emergency room. It's not for immediate emergencies, but for people who are in relatively stable condition. It can be easier to wait at home rather than sitting in the hospital waiting room.
Improves our efficiency, so we can spread out the arrivals and we can kind of know when people are coming. We are able to see about 85% of the InQuicker patients within 15 minutes of their arrival.
People are sick that come to the emergency room, and you don't want to necessarily be sitting around somebody hacking and coughing and sneezing and potentially putting yourself at risk if you don't have to. You know, there's no sense to sit around a waiting room to get sicker.
The schedule only lets you schedule visits for the current day. It also shows the current wait time in the ER to help people understand if it's quite busy. Well, as a lot of people may be heading out to the river for Labor Day today, the Benton Franklin Health District is warning everyone to pay attention to the signs warning about toxic algae at Howard Amon Swim Beach in Richland. Tests first showed the contamination 3 weeks ago, and the health district says the latest results show there's still a lot more toxic algae than is safe for recreational use. Coming up, thousands of festival goers are still trying to get out of a muddy mess in northern Nevada desert after severe weather shuts down the Burning Man Festival. And folks, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast for this Labor Day. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot, where could she?
Hey everybody, I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, 'cause she's an herbivore.
What you doing out there?
Taking the scenic route. I know this looks like a summer blockbuster, but this is a Nissan sales event tag. With 5 drive modes, this Nissan Rogue gives the performance of a lifetime. Now comes the real star of the show.
Now get a low $419 per month lease or get 0% APR financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the sleep savings are on at Walker's Furniture.
And that means some of the biggest discounts of the year on all your favorite brands like Purple, Serta iComfort, and Beauty Rest mattress sets.
Plus, special 5 years no-interest financing with no money down was brought in, as well as an additional $100 gift card with select sets sold. Plus, Walker's is also giving you an additional $100 off.
Making it the perfect time to improve your sleep for less.
Today through this Monday at Walker's.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Take off on a flight over a magic place filled with cherries and so much more.
It's 35 farmers, about 2,000 acres of fruit trees. And then, of course, an assortment of veggies and berries, and you name it.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. This newscast sponsored by Nissan. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome to Labor Day. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. And folks, a little bit of cloud coverage out there this morning, but that's going to be moving along pretty quickly. We do expect mostly sunny skies by at least the time we get to our afternoon. So a little bit of cloud coverage moving on. Most of the shower activity is off into the east, and it's going to be staying right there as we're looking to be staying dry at least for the next couple of days, if not into our weekend. Just very nice conditions. So the cloud coverage moving on out, we're just going to be looking at a lovely Labor Day. Hope you have it off. If not, hope you can get outside and enjoy. Looking nice for our Tuesday. And again, a little bit of cloud coverage for our Wednesday as well. More shower activity coming in to the east of our areas, but so far we're looking dry and very, very nice. But we are going to be looking a little chilly. Right now we're in the mid 60s to the mid 50s. And all points in between. So getting a little cooler in our morning hours, and we're going to continue to see that cooling obviously as we move along in our month. So our temperatures this week, though, we are looking to be below average for the second straight week in a row. So today we're about 5 to 10 degrees off of our average, and we're just going to slowly ascend as we head into our weekend. Saturday looking right near our average. So folks, again, unseasonably cool end of August and beginning of September continues. So winds are a factor today. We are looking at double-digit winds through many of our areas. It's going to be a little heavier for the Mid-Columbia and the Blues, 10 to 20 mile per hour winds at times. Other than that, things settling down, and we're going to be seeing much less wind as we move along in our work week and into our weekend. So really not much wind to speak of. Now the good news, it is coming in from mostly westerly winds, and that keeps the smoke out of our region, and that's going to continue into today. And even if a little bit comes in, it will not be affecting our air quality, which is holding tough in the good zone today. So trees are at the moderate zone for our allergens, and weeds, grass, mold still in the low. Chenopod's and composites are our allergens for the day, but our great allergy forecast continues pretty much all this summer. So we're in the lower to upper 70s for most of our areas, 72 for Ellensburg, 78 in Yakima. Over in the Mid-Columbia, mid to upper 70s to 80 degrees for Hanford. And over in the Blue Mountain region, mid to lower 70s. And we did see Boardman, my goodness, at 69 today. Chilly for your Labor Day especially. So as we move along in our week, we are going to be for Yakima, upper 70s to mid to lower 80s for the week ahead. Staying dry and folks, just very nice conditions. Overnight lows mid to lower 50s. In the Tri-Cities area, again, a little bit more cloud coverage this morning. Those will clear up. Upper 70s to mid to lower 80s as well. So mostly sunny skies pretty much starting tomorrow and into our weekend. So folks, for your Labor Day, a little bit of cloud coverage this morning, a little bit of breeze as well, especially in the Mid-Columbia and the Blues. But folks, get outside if you can. If you have today off, hope you have some great plans. And if not, hope you can get outside and enjoy what's going to be a mild and again, seasonably cool, but still a pretty darn good Labor Day is ahead.
Millions of Americans are enjoying this Labor Day weekend with family, friends, and food, but that's not the case for about 70,000 people who were stranded in Nevada. The annual Burning Man Festival got soaked by major rains, trapping tens of thousands of attendees in the Black Rock Desert. John Lawrence reports.
So much water. We are flooded. The 2023 Burning Man Festival got pounded with severe weather over the weekend, leaving behind ankle-deep mud for roughly 70,000 attendees.
Here's what it looks like on your feet. It's horrible. Everything is wet. Everything is muddy.
The location of the annual event, the Black Rock Desert, received 2 to 3 months worth of rain Friday and Saturday. We're going to be stuck here at least a couple days. This is nuts. At one point, festival officials were stopping people from entering or exiting the area, but many of those trapped lent a hand to those in need.
Everybody was being really wonderful. It's a great community. People were helping each other, offering food and water and shelter to those who needed it. And if anything, I think it probably made the core community a lot stronger.
The Pershing County Sheriff's Office released a statement saying it is investigating a death that occurred during the rainstorm, and relatives of the victim have been notified. According to a White House official, President Joe Biden has been briefed on the matter, and the administration is working with state and local officials. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Of the event, the Man Burn couldn't take place Sunday night as originally scheduled due to those weather conditions. It is now set to take place this evening. It's the end of an era in the music world. Iconic singer-songwriter Jimmy Buffett has died. According to a statement on his social media, Buffett passed away Friday night and was surrounded by his family, friends, music, and dogs. The statement went on to say that he, quote, lived his life like a song till the very last breath. No cause of death was released. Buffett was known for his laid-back music, and his greatest hits included Margaritaville and It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere. Over the course of his career, he won 2 Country Music Association awards and was twice nominated for Grammy Awards. He was inducted into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2006. According to his website, Buffett was preparing to release a new record. He leaves behind his wife and 3 children. Jimmy Buffett was 76 years old. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, on this Labor Day, workers continue to strike from coast to coast as unions are challenging companies on benefits, better wages, and how workers are treated.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
It's the Ford Big Deal Labor Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs, now through September 4th. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $389 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located, and now Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95 and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Honey, that was my brother. Can we bring him dinner tomorrow? He's been having a hard time since his accident.
Of course. I know it's been tough. There's so many costs that his insurance doesn't even cover.
I know. The ramp to his front door, transportation, meal preparation. What if something happens to one of us?
We should plan to sit down soon. We can look through the long-term care benefits that we're earning with WA Cares.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Take a trip back in time at the Uptown Antique Market. Nearly 30 individual vendors with an amazing variety of inventory, from furniture to clothing, housewares to home decor, memorabilia, and much, much more. New inventory arriving daily at the Uptown Antique Market in Richland's historic Uptown.
It's the Ford Big Deal Labor Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs, now through September 4th. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $389 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back on this Labor Day, and as we mark Labor Day, there's plenty of labor unrest across several industries. Hollywood writers and actors are striking, and the United Auto Workers are getting close to walking out as talks with car makers show little progress. ABC's Morgan Norwood has more.
This Labor Day, less than 2 weeks remain before the United Auto Workers Union could hit the picket lines, possibly adding to what's already been a summer of strikes. 97% of UAW members voted to authorize a strike if a new deal isn't reached with Detroit's 3 automakers by September 14th.
We're fed up with seeing Big Three profits break the bank while we're breaking our backs.
The union is demanding higher wages, improved benefits, and cost of living wage bumps. All this as car manufacturers transition to producing more electric vehicles, which require fewer workers to assemble.
This is our time to take back what we're owed. Working together with the companies doesn't work for us.
President Biden is calling for a fair agreement, appointing a White House liaison between the union and automakers, hoping to help avert a strike.
Studios negotiate!
A strike in Detroit would only add to the recent wave of picket lines, from the Heartland to Hollywood. More than 170,000 actors and writers have been striking for months. Writers are reportedly considering a new offer from the studios after more than 3 months of striking. According to Bloomberg News, the concessions include an agreement not to replace writers with AI. Now, video games are in their crosshairs as SAG-AFTRA prepares to vote on an actor strike against the gaming industry. And back in July, UPS workers narrowly avoided a work stoppage that would have affected 300,000 jobs. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
And experts say a strike in the auto industry could cause a noticeable impact on the broader U.S. economy, as the industry makes up about 3% of the country's gross domestic product. Coming up, authorities are continuing the search for a fugitive who escaped from the Chester County Prison in Pennsylvania. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Have you tried to reach your internet company lately?
Your wait time will be 45 minutes.
At Washington Broadband, we have techs right here in Yakima, so you have a friend to help you through your technology issues. We even have after-hours help.
Washington Broadband, how can I help you?
In this difficult time, when every other business is raising their prices, we still haven't in 28 years of serving Yakima, not even fuel charges. We will be your consistent local internet. Washington Broadband, your original hometown source to the world.
Okay, who here has reached peak fall?
Peak what?
Peak fall!
I am wearing plaid.
And I'm wearing a cardigan.
I guess I am eating snickerdoodle cookie dough.
And I am eating a pumpkin pie blizzard.
The new DQ Fall Blizzard menu has reached peak fall. Pumpkin pie, snickerdoodle cookie dough, and more. They are back!
I just love fall. Apparently we all do.
Oh, they did it! Peak fall achieved! DQ, happy tastes good.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Hey Tri-Cities, the Mid-Columbia Duck Race is coming September 23rd, and so is your chance to win great prizes while supporting our community. This year's grand prize, the new 2023 Toyota Tacoma from Toyota of Tri-Cities, plus dozens of other great prizes too. See your nearest Rotarian and buy your ducks. Every duck comes with valuable coupons for local savings. Lend a hand, buy a duck, and keep this wonderful community fundraiser going strong. Mid-Columbia Duck Race presented by Toyota of Tri-Cities and Autobahn Auto Care Center.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
A recently convicted murderer who escaped from a suburban Pennsylvania prison this week was reportedly seen in an area not far from the prison. And gun violence breaks out at a high school football game in Baton Rouge, claiming the life of a 16-year-old.
Folks, a mild Labor Day is ahead as we're starting to see the sunshine try to poke through. I'll get you ready for your holiday and the week ahead with my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Monday. It's a holiday. It's Labor Day Monday and the unofficial end of summer.
It is.
Yes.
Though we have the official end of summer in just a couple weeks.
16
Yep.
16 to 17, depending if it's the 21st or 20th days ahead. So we can hold on to summer, but we're going to be unseasonably cool. We've been unseasonably cool end of August, beginning of September. Riley, it's going to continue. Let's take a look outside. And we have quite a bit of cloud coverage out there, but it's starting to move along. And we're going to see more sunshine as the day progresses. And should be a pretty darn nice Labor Day, folks. And again, hope you have the day off. And if not, hope you can enjoy some of the day. We are going to be about around 8, 10 to 5 degrees cooler than we usually see for this time of year, which is mid to lower 80s. So again, unseasonably cool temperatures, and we're going to see these continue into your Tuesday, into your Wednesday, and through our weekend. Then we're slightly warming up towards our Saturday. So folks, a pretty darn nice day is ahead. Highs today, mid to lower 70s, and just going to be a bit chilly out there comparatively. Still very comfortable conditions, just chilly for Labor Day, my goodness. So mild and sunny Labor Day ahead, breezy at times, nice and dry week ahead. I have that coming up. I'll let you know all about it. But for right now, we're going to send it back to Riley.
Thank you, Jason. Now to the manhunt for a convicted killer after he escaped from prison. Authorities in one community outside Philadelphia are telling people to lock their doors after the man was seen on home surveillance video. ABC's Derek Dennis has the details.
This morning, a massive manhunt in the air and on the ground for Pennsylvania prison escapee Danilo Cavalcante, on the run since he broke out of the Chester County Prison last Thursday morning, at the time considered extremely dangerous.
Remain inside. Lock your doors. Lock your cars.
Authorities say Cavalcante escaped exactly 1 week after he was sentenced to life without parole for the stabbing death of his ex-girlfriend, Deborah Brandow, 38 times in front of her 2 young children. The search focusing on a rural residential area in suburban Pocopson Township, about 38 miles southwest of Philadelphia and about 1.5 miles from the prison. It's where investigators believe he's hiding out.
It's a heavily wooded area consisting of over 271 homes. And it's not easy for our investigators to get through.
Cavalcante was last seen early Saturday on a home surveillance camera tiptoeing through someone's backyard. This was his last spotting, though authorities say there were more than 100 tips related to his possible whereabouts, including a number of home break-ins that Cavalcante may have carried out.
I just can't believe it, and I really hope that they catch him soon. I hope everybody's paying attention and locking their doors and staying alert.
Prison officials say they're still investigating how Cavalcante escaped, but they don't believe he had any help. In that surveillance video, he was seen with the backpack, though authorities say they don't know how he got it or what's in it. Police in Louisiana are investigating a deadly shooting that erupted during a high school football game near Baton Rouge. This happened during a halftime of a game between Port Allen and Bresley High Schools on Friday night. Investigators say the gunfire killed a 16-year-old and wounded a 28-year-old. Police are in the early stages of their investigation. No one is in custody right now. Police say extra security was in place. Despite that, shots rang out and the game was called off after the shooting. The West Baton Rouge School Board released a statement that said, in part, it will increase security at schools for the foreseeable future. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, starting to see some light on your Labor Day Monday. I'll get you ready for the holiday and the work week ahead. My first alert weather forecast, that's coming up.
Plus, a group of volunteers have uncovered new giant dinosaur tracks in a riverbed at a state park in Texas. We'll take a look coming up.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
Get 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on a Toyota certified used Camry, Corolla, or RAV4. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. We're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. One of our favorite dishes here is the Keto Bowl, loaded with delicious vegetables such as squash, zucchini, broccoli, and then you get to pick your protein, such as smoked Polish sausage, chicken, shrimp, or steak. Another favorite dish we have here is our meatball sub. You have to try this. It is delicious. We love to get to know each customer, and we want you to feel like family when you're here. We can't wait to see you at the Village Bistro.
Hey, Tri-Cities, it's time to discover summer at Corwin Ford. And time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford to discover all the best summer has to offer, including our best selection and best offers and best rates of the year on Ford trucks and SUVs. So get ready, Tri-Cities, and discover summer with Corwin Ford. Family driven for over 100 years.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
It's a new spin on Dancing with the Stars. Coming this fall to ABC, Disney Plus, and Hulu.
Saturday, it's a Badger Cougar primetime showdown on ABC and Apple Valley News Now. As Wisconsin visits Pullman for a battle with Washington State. The Badgers and the Cougars, Saturday starting at 4:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Next 5, Derek Huff from Dancing with the Stars, plus Shinedown performs. And Tuesday, we're kicking off an all-new season of Live with Kelly and Mark.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everyone. There may have been a somewhat bright side to the drought plaguing parts of Texas. A series of dinosaur tracks have been uncovered in a drought-stricken riverbed in the state.
They were found in Dinosaur Valley State Park in Glen Rose. I guess that makes sense, which is located about half an hour south of, or an hour and a half south of Dallas. Paleontologists believe the tracks are from around 110 million years ago.
A long time ago. They were likely to belong to an Acrocanthosaurus, which weighed up to 7 tons, and a Sauroposeidon, which weighed around 44 tons. Crews say it will take many days or weeks for the volunteers to remove the sediment, uncovering and filling the tracks.
It gives some perspective that we're finding things that are, 115 years old? Just, 115 million years old. It just gives, our life is just a blip.
Exactly.
It's a quick blip on this planet, so any of your problems, not too big.
And I love hearing about things. I love that we're still uncovering things that are millions and millions of years old.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And we still haven't searched the ocean enough. There's so much to be yet to search.
I'd rather it stay unknown.
Oh, fair enough. Quick look outside, everyone. I'll get you ready for your Labor Day coming up in my first alert weather forecast.
And coming up, a tragic scene in Seattle after 4 people were found dead in a reported shooting and house fire. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease, and my doctors in Spokane strongly encouraged me to change careers. It's just amazing. Just recently I had a need for a walker. Right there it was. If I need any supplies, they're there for me. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
I'm currently out of the office, focusing on a little blue sky thinking. I'll be taking meetings with family and friends and checking voicemail as my activities permit. I'll connect with you after reconnecting with me. Get 1.9% APR plus $500 purchase allowance on a 2023 Cadillac XT4, XT5, and XT6. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
I'm Jan Baldwin, and I built this. And I built this. We get all our building materials from PAR. They've been part of our success for 3 generations.
PAR, family owned since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you going to build?
There's no other name but the name.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'ma get it started from the
God has a plan for this generation.
I done gave my life to Christ and I departed from the church.
We are excited to see the youth of this valley come to know Jesus Christ.
Amen.
And on September 9th at 6:30 p.m., we are renting out the convention center so that we can reach the kids of this valley.
Check out Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, your local Old Hickory Sheds dealer. We sell and deliver a wide variety of buildings, including storage sheds, lofted barns, playhouses, cabins, and more. Come visit us at 3680 West Van Giesen Street in West Richland.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, everyone, and welcome to Labor Day. Hope you had a wonderful Labor Day weekend and starting to see a little bit of clearing with all this cloud coverage. It's going to be a very nice day. It's going to take a little bit for the cloud coverage to get out, and we've been looking at much calmer conditions. We had at least some regional storms, light storms coming through our areas yesterday morning, but we're seeing most of the shower activity still relegated over to the east in the Idaho Panhandle. That looks to continue as we head into especially Wednesday. But for today, the cloud coverage is going to be getting out, and we're just going to be looking at nice conditions into our Tuesday and mostly sunny conditions into our Wednesday as well. So just get ready for some nice conditions. Again, in the evening hours, we're seeing a little bit of shower activity coming in to the east of us, but we're staying dry, at least it looks like so far. Currents right now, we're in the mid 60s to the mid 50s and all points in between. So Tri-Cities, you're staying warm this morning. We are starting to see, though, cooler temperatures become the norm in our morning hours, and we are seeing cooler temperatures in our highs as well, though we are unseasonably cool. We ended August, started September very chilly, and we're going to stay that way at least for the week ahead. We're going to be right at or below our average for this time of year. For the Tri-Cities, it's 86, so all of our cities mid to lower 80s, if not upper 70s. And we're just going to slowly start to ascend into our Saturday. And folks, again, we are looking very nice. And again, it is going to be very comfortable and very nice, just like you're going to be seeing today. Now, a little bit of blustery conditions, especially for the mid-Columbia and the Blues, around 10 to 20 mile per hour winds today. A little less the more west we go, but still some blustery conditions, so a little bit of breeze for your day. And we're going to see those winds slow down into tomorrow and pretty much light winds into our weekend. So folks, this weather pattern is going to be very stagnant. We are going to be getting enough fresh air in, but we're just going to be staying right around these temperatures and really calm conditions and more sunshine than not. Good news, all of that wind is again coming in from some form of the southwest to the west, and that's keeping the smoke out of our areas. Even if we see a little bit of smoke get into our regions, at least for today and tomorrow, our air quality should be staying in that good zone. So good news there. Our allergy forecast, it's been phenomenal all this summer, and it continues to be so. We are in moderate for the trees. Other than that, looking like low for our other allergens in our allergens of the day, chenopod's and composites. Taking a look at our highs today, 78 for Yakima, going to look at 72 for Ellensburg, as we're going to be pretty much in the 70s for most of our areas, save for Hanford. You're at 80 degrees, mid to upper 70s for the mid-Columbia. Mid to lower 70s for the lovely Blue Mountain region. 7-day forecast, and look at these conditions, folks. Upper 70s to more or less lower 80s with mostly sunny skies to partly cloudy skies for the week ahead, staying dry. Folks, what you see today is what you're going to get for the week ahead. Same story for the Tri-Cities, just slowly warming up towards that Saturday. So folks, for your Labor Day, a little bit of cloud coverage this morning. We'll see clearing as the day goes on. Highs mostly in the mid-70s. A little cooler than usual, but still a nice Labor Day is ahead.
2 adults and 2 children are dead after a reported shooting and house fire in a Seattle neighborhood Saturday. Julie Calhoun has the story.
Just before 9 this morning, people who live near 48th and Whitman woke up to smoke and flames.
The flames looked like they were man-made or, had an accelerant in there, and that they were huge flames. I was standing on the porch and even that was almost too hot.
Neighbors say Seattle police and fire got there fast. Police responding to a reported shooting. When they got there,
the house in question is now on fire.
Found the home engulfed in flames. Once the fire was knocked down, firefighters then made a tragic discovery.
A deceased person at the rear of the structure, an infant that was deceased, and a child that was deceased, along with the dog.
The sole survivor, an 11-year-old girl who managed to escape.
Had dinner over there a couple times.
Richard Arnhold knew the family.
One of the people that died was like a 2-month-old baby. So
the news of what happened, too hard to put into words.
That's awful.
That is true.
Homicide detectives on scene for more than 8 hours working to gather evidence. A scene that was shocking for people like Rami Shoker, who walks by the home every day.
Yeah, we saw kids playing. I typically see like a little pit bull in the yard playing, and it usually barks at my dog. Yeah, yesterday it was pretty noticeable because they don't play outside too often.
And something that will leave a lasting impact.
It's pretty shocking and really sad. I think that it's probably going to be remembered in the neighborhood because it's kind of a tight-knit community.
It's still unclear what caused the fire, and the medical examiner is looking into how those 4 people died. We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast, but first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, tracking sharks by air and by water. GMA getting up-close access to shark detection operations at New York's Jones Beach, using drones to police the waters.
I would say hands down the drone has played the most important role in our identification of dangerous marine life. Being able to confirm and see without question that there are sharks in the area, it's a game changer.
And it's not just by air. Officials are also monitoring waters by jet ski.
It gives us a different and additional, vantage point to be able to see what's going on in the water.
Coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you what these lifeguards have learned so far and their important tips before you enjoy that Labor Day visit to the beach. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Resheff, ABC News, New York.
There it is. That feeling you get when you can do more with less asthma. It starts with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Can you picture it? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in just a moment, but we begin with this morning's top stories. Level 3 evacuation orders are in place for those near the Bensel fire near Hermiston. Anyone north of Bensel and Progress Roads up to the river, along with residents east of Bud Draper Road up to and including Salmon Point, are encouraged to leave immediately. A shelter has been opened at 1705 East Airport Road in Hermiston. The fire broke out Sunday afternoon. An additional additional resources were called in after the fire began jumping roads. It's currently threatening power lines, but no word on what caused the fire. Fire crews are still at the scene of a wildfire that broke out Friday in Findlay. The Yellow Pit fire has now burned 1,500 acres. At last check, the scene was 51% contained. At this time, there are no evacuation orders in place, but the wildfire is proving to be a threat to area crops, power poles, and the BNSF railway in the area. The cause of the fire is under investigation. However, officials with Benton County Fire District 1 say it may have been started by a vehicle in the area. New body camera video shows what one law officer experienced during the Oregon fire. He had been notifying people in the area to evacuate and then had to drive through the flames. The video shows his harrowing experience with heavy smoke and flames on both sides of the road, severely limiting visibility. According to the sheriff's office, the deputy kept in contact with another deputy who also helped people evacuate from the fire. Firefighters working on the Oregon fire have been patrolling the perimeter of the blaze with an infrared camera that will allow them to see any hidden hotspots, which might remain despite recent rain and lower temperatures. Containment has improved to about 88%. No word on what sparked this fire. Meanwhile, firefighters continued mop-up efforts over the weekend on the Gray Fire near Medical Lake. Despite rain and cooler temperatures, firefighters still keep finding pockets of heat and smoldering debris, but fire crews have made significant progress. That fire is now 97% contained. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. Fire crews from the Kennewick Fire Department were dispatched to a reported couch on fire Sunday afternoon. Callers reported the fire appeared to be spreading to a commercial building at 3606 West Clearwater. KFD arrived and quickly extinguished the fire. Officers from the Kennewick Police Department were called due to the suspicious nature of the fire. There were no witnesses available and the exact cause of the fire is unknown. There were no injuries to any firefighters or any civilians. A semi-truck crashed near the Kennewick side of the Blue Bridge Saturday. At this time, it's unknown what caused the crash. The semi-trailer was tipped over on the shoulder of 395 just before the Blue Bridge. It has been since cleared, and it's unknown if there are any injuries. As a lot of people may be heading out to the river for Labor Day today, the Benton Franklin Health District is warning everyone to pay attention to the signs warning about toxic algae at Howard Amon Swim Beach in Richland. Tests first showed contamination 3 weeks ago, and the health district says the latest results show there's still a lot more toxic algae than is safe for recreational use. And the opioid epidemic is just one of the many things contributing to increased workload for healthcare professionals, and that can mean long waits in the emergency room. A hospital in Springfield, Oregon is now offering a reservation system for the emergency room. It's not for immediate emergencies, but for people who are in relatively stable condition. It can be easier to wait at home rather than sitting in the hospital waiting room.
And good Labor Day to you, everyone. Welcome to Monday. Seeing clearing clouds. Should see some sunshine here before long. Should be a pretty darn nice Labor Day ahead. So on our radar, we do have a pretty good layer of clouds throughout many of our areas. That's going to be continuing to move out. All the shower activity is over off into the east, folks. We're going to be staying dry. A cool but nice Labor Day is ahead. We've been unseasonably cool for the end of August and the beginning of September. We're going to continue to be that way. 5 to 10 degrees below our average for this morning, mid 60s to mid 50s and all points in between. And folks, we are looking at a very nice day ahead, and still it's going to be warm, just again off what we're used to. In the mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region, we expect 10 to 20 mile per hour winds today, a little bit less for the Yakima Valley, but some breezy conditions today. Winds will take a break tomorrow and into our weekend. So let's take a look at those highs today. Again, 5 to 10 degrees off of our averages, 78 for Yakima, 72 for Ellensburg. And again, folks, after this morning, we should be seeing partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. Our hot spot, 80 degrees in Hanford, mid-70s for the rest of our areas, and mid-70s as well for the Blue Mountain region. So we are looking pretty much what you see today, besides the winds, are going to be what you're going to see for the week ahead. Upper 70s, lower 80s through our weekend. And folks, should be a very nice Labor Day ahead indeed. Riley.
Thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next, and your local news is back tonight at